in to the 2020-2021 Conejo Valley Unified School District's Focus on the Arts program. This exciting arts adventure is funded by 2 grants from generous partners, including Access Arts, an initiative of TO Arts, along with Conejo Schools Foundation. Have fun, and remember, you can work at your own pace. Don't forget to use that pause button. And this is family fun for the whole family, so gather everyone around and you can all work together. And if you don't have the materials, you can improvise. That means use what you got. And no matter what, remember, even though we're apart, we're connected by art. Hi, I'm Mrs. Friedman. In addition to being an art teacher in the district, I'm also a theater teacher. I have a background in theater. I've performed in many plays and musicals, and I love teaching other kids how to do the same thing. So I'm really excited for this week's lesson. Did you also know that it's Inclusive Schools Week? Yeah, that means that we are making sure that we are being kind to everybody, no matter where they come from, no matter what they look like, no matter what they enjoy. We are making sure that we are including all other kids in our friendships and groups at school. That's really important. Did you know that also has a lot to do with what happens on stage? On stage, it's really important to include everybody. Did you know that when you're acting on stage, it's not like a sport where you're going against another team. On stage, we support others. It's important to say yes, and that means, yes, I agree with you, and how can I take this further? So when we say yes, and we are including all of the people on our stage. Now, are we doing a show right now? No, we're not doing a real show, but you don't have to do a big production show in order to be a team and in order to perform, because performing is just making believe and pretending. That's all it is. So we have a treat for you today during Inclusive Schools Week. You are going to enjoy a lesson by Mrs. Strange, the theater teacher at Newbury Park High School. Some of you might go to Newbury Park High School one day and you might have Mrs. Strange as your teacher if you choose to do theater. That's pretty cool. So you get a little sneak peek. Mrs. Strange is going to give us a backstage tour of the theater. They have a really awesome performing arts center, so we'll get to see what it's like on stage and backstage and even above the stage. It's pretty neat. Mrs. Strange is also going to teach us how to become a character. We're all going to learn about how to become somebody other than ourselves. And while we're all pretty cool and it's important to be yourself, sometimes it's fun to just try on another character's shoes and live what their life is like. So we're going to learn how to become a character, and then we're going to see other kids do the same thing. And then here's the best part. At the very end, we are going to use Flipgrid to perform ourselves, and we'll get to be the audience and the performers on the Flipgrid. So have fun with that. So sit back, relax, enjoy the lesson from Mrs. Strange, and then get ready to perform on your very own Flipgrid stage.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Strange, and I am the theater teacher at Newbury Park High School, and I'm sitting on the stage of the Newbury Park High School Theater. So at my high school, I teach students not only how to act, so they're the performers on the stage, but I also teach students about the behind the scenes stuff to make a play happen, like the lighting or the sounds that you hear during a play, or even what the background looks like. So I teach students about both of those things. But what theater really is about, it's about telling stories and creating characters and using your imagination. So hopefully by the time you guys finish up with these lessons, you're going to know more about how to tell a story, how to create a character, and how to show interesting ways to express yourself on stage. So we're lucky enough here at Newbury Park High School to have a nice big theater to perform our plays on. And we put on all sorts of plays here. We put on plays with just words. Sometimes they're sad and sometimes they're happy, or sometimes they're a little bit of both. And then we also put on musicals. So people sing and dance in order to tell the story. So I'm going to show you now just a quick tour of the theater and some of the special places that we have here at our theater at Newbury Park High School. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the rigging system, and that's what these ropes are behind me. And when you pull on a rope, it makes things come down into the theater, onto the stage, just like these curtains. So we have all different kinds of curtains and lights and different backdrops. So backdrops are set pieces that are painted that you can change to show where the story takes place in different ways. So maybe it takes place in front of a castle. So we have a backdrop that looks like a castle, and those ropes can make that come down into the stage so that the audience can see it. Pretty cool, huh? So the next place I'm going to show you is the backstage area. And this is where the actors and the technicians, so we call the people that work backstage to do the lights and the sound, those are technicians. So this is there where they walk back and forth from one side of the stage to the other. And then you'll also see that there are lights and there are plugs, and sometimes there's different furniture back here that we move on and off of the stage in order to help tell the story. So this is backstage. So you're now backstage in the theater. So the next place I want to show you is the prop room. And I know it's a little loud in here, but a prop is something that an actor holds. So for example, let's say I needed a unicorn. We just so happen to have a unicorn. So that's something that an actor holds to pretend that they're riding on a unicorn. But we have all sorts of things in here, like books and tea kettles and anything that your imagination can think about. Our prop students can make them so we can use them for the play. But this is where we take all of the stuff from, or where the students make it. And remember, a prop is something that an actor holds in their hand and uses. So the next place I want to show you in the theater is the costume room. And in here, we have all different kinds of costumes for any character that we have on the stage. So if you want to be a prince or a princess in a show, or even maybe an animal or a robot, we can make these costumes into whatever we need them to be. And we can take them and layer them. So use different costumes in order to make different characters. We also have lots of wigs and hats. But this is how we dress the people that are on the stage, or the characters that are on the stage. And now, even though we're technically in front of the stage, see, so you can see the big stage out these windows, we're in what's called the technician's booth. And in here, we have three really important people. One of them is somebody that changes the lights on the stage. So if we want it a different color or we want it in a different spot, our lighting designer and our operator makes that happen from this machine. And then they're able to look at the stage and make sure that the right light is on. The next thing you see here is a projector. So we're able to project things, which means we put a picture up of anything that we want, and we can put it anywhere on the stage. So let's say we wanted to have a little bit of magic during Cinderella happen when the good fairy puts her wand up to the wall. We can make magic come out of the projector and put on the wall so that way the audience can see it. And then the third person that sits up here is called the stage manager. And the stage manager is the boss of the show. And they tell everybody when things need to happen. So the actors know their lines. The stage managers make sure that the actors are on stage saying their lines at the right time, or that a light turns on at the right time, or that a sound student who makes the sounds happen in the show, and they sit right down there, those seats, that they're turning the sounds on at the right time. And today we're going to be doing a lesson about character and what that means. So a character is somebody in the story that does things, right? And that person is just like us. They have thoughts and they have feelings and they have certain ways that they walk or certain ways that they do things, just like we do, based upon who they are and where they live. And it's our job as actors to show what this character is feeling just by using our bodies, by using our facial expressions, and by how we stand and how we look. So that's one way that we can create create a character for the audience to see and to be able to tell a story about. So first, we're going to work on how we stand and how we move as a character. So let's pretend that I'm playing an old lady character. And sometimes old ladies, their backs hurt pretty bad. So they're going to be hunched over a little bit, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hunch over my back. And then they sometimes hold a cane. So I'm going to pretend to hold something to help me walk. And because people are older and their bodies are not the same as they were when they were young, like you guys, they have to walk a little bit slower. So I'm going to pretend to walk like an old lady. So see how I have my back hunched, and I'm going to slowly shuffle. Just like that. So I'm showing the audience that I'm an old lady just by the way I'm putting my body. Now, maybe I'm a happy old lady. So on my face, to show a happy old lady, I'm going to smile. And then maybe, or if I'm a sad old lady, I'm kind of grouchy. I'm going to push my face out a little bit so I look like I've eaten a lemon. Let me see your let me see your face. Let me see your old lady face, or your old man face, your old person face. That's great. So now that I have what's called the physical, so posture, so I'm down, crunch low, because that's what an old person looks like, and I've got my face, let's be a happy old person. So I'm going to be happily shuffling along. Then you also want to use your voice too. And I have an old lady voice so that I sound a little different than the way that I normally sound. Because normally when I'm just me, Mrs. Strange, I walk nice, upright, and tall. I have a nice big voice. But as an old lady, I'm scrunched down. And I have an old lady voice. So it's all of those things that I do to create my character, to tell the story of the old lady. So now I'm going to show you guys some videos from students with the characters that they have created. And then hopefully you guys can think about some characters that you're creating too.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to practice pretending to be our favorite animal. So my favorite animal is a giraffe, so I'm going to walk and act how I think a giraffe would walk and act. So if I'm a giraffe, I'm very, very tall, and I would have my big long neck up here, and so I'm going to use my hands to pretend that that's my neck, and up here's my face. And so if I was walking around with my big, tall, long body, I might walk around like this. And if I got hungry, I might reach up for a leaf really, really high and munch it. Oh, yum, 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 eating my leaf. Or I might reach down low for another leaf. Yum, 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 yum. And walk around some more. Or I might reach down to one of my other giraffe friends. Oh, hello, hello. And reach back up for another leaf and walk around tall. Now it's your turn. Pick your favorite animal and walk and talk how you think your favorite animal would.
My name is Jake McDermott. Hi y'all, it's Brantley from Austin, Texas. I'm the junior buck riding and goat tying champion. I hope to go to Texas A&M. I'm going to become a country music star. God bless Texas. It's Jake again. Brantley's gone. I want to talk to you about how I become a character. For Brantley, I thought about his backstory, where he lives, what kind of life does he live, his truck, his house, his parents, his friends. And he might not even have any parents. He might be an orphan. I also changed my posture, and I kind of like pop my hip out. I don't know if that's a thing. And I talked slower, and I had a southern drawl. And I just like to think about the backstory, like he eats different things than me because I'm in California and he supposedly lives in Texas. He talks different, obviously, and he stands different, and he's just different. And I like to become the character, and it's very fun.
Hi, I'm Madeline Friedman. I'm a fourth grader at Aspen, and I'm going to show you my character of a fairy tale princess. Why, hello there. Are you having a good afternoon? Well, I am. You know, I'm having a picnic in the garden. Would you like to come? We're gonna have blueberry pie and cherries and the most magnificent, my famous, wonderful strawberry cheesecake. Oh, yummy. You can join us. Have you seen any of my birdies? They were supposed to come too, Violet and Mia. Oh no, they can't be lost, are they? I'm going to go look for them. Bye-bye. So here's what I did to create my princess character. I spoke in a high voice. That is not my normal voice. I speak like this. Hello. My arms were very flowy and princessy, and they kept flowing, and my eyelashes were like batting a lot to show that I was like, where are my birdies? Where did they go? Are they lost? To show that I lost something. And I was very tall, and my posture was different. Usually I stand like this, but instead I was standing like this, up, and I smiled a lot to show that I was kind and happy. Have fun with your character. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Bye.
You're going to upload a video of yourself to Flipgrid. There is directions on the Artscape that your teacher should link to, and you will create your own character, whatever you want. It could be from a TV show or a book or a movie. It could be a character that you've come up with all by yourself, something we've never heard of before. And you will be the character on Flipgrid and then upload it so all of us can see. And the cool thing is, it's like having a big stage for all of Conejo Valley Unified School District students to perform on. Have so much fun. I can't wait to see what you do. Bye.